welcome. Come on in. Now, where was I? Right. Oh, yes. You'll need to save up a bit more for that, I'm afraid. You've a good head for business, haven't you? Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Revelio. Confringo. Glacius. Lumos. Revelio.
There's no telling.
Glacius. Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
It does take a while to adjust to being here.
Precisely, and I was remarkably fortunate. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
How fortunate.
I was indeed. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
Please could you remind me the purpose of my tasks, Professor?
Of course, dear. Professor Weasley has kindly asked that I give you some tasks to ensure that your learning continues to flourish outside of the classroom. Once you've completed them all, be sure to return to me, and I'll know that you're ready to learn Flipendo.
With the Hind's strength, then you can't go wrong. When Hinds stand behind
Revelio. Glacius. Capulso. Confringo. Glacius.
I'm sure it'd be harder to kill a moon.
Potato.
Admirable trick.
Capulso. Levioso. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
You can't hold out for a hat.
Glacius. Accio. Potato.
Don't think you're going to
Levioso.
get out of this alive.
Incendio! We got from here. Hey,
Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Levioso.
Expulso!
Glacius.
What are your faults, son?
Levioso. Accio. Glacius.
Expulso!
I quit.
Levioso.
You're still alive.
Protego.
Flash of inspiration.
Accio. Glacius.
Incendio!
Levioso.
Expulso!
Might want to look up.
Expulso! I've seen better.
Accio. Glacius. Levioso. Protego.
Expulso!
Confringo.
Let it display. Quite. Incendio!
Levioso. Glacius. Accio. Confringo. Levioso.
Expulso!
Protego.
You don't stand a chance against me. Expulso!
Nobody will believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself. Accio. Glacius. Levioso. Accio. Confringo.
I will make you.
Levioso. Glacius. Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Glacius. Levioso. Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise.
Intriguing place, Zanbakar's tower. Lovely view, I'd imagine. No idea who this...
over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petrificus Totalis.
Someone there. Over here. I could fall dead asleep on my feet, I could.
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio. Protego. Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. 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 Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
I will draw blood. You won't last long.
Levioso!
You can't stop us. Oh, that was meant for me.
What an unfortunate disappointment!
Levioso! Accio!
Get accustomed to that! Someone's taken out last thing!
Not quick enough.
Levioso! Accio!
Prepare to surrender now.
Confringo! Levioso!
Becoming.
Accio!
Losing his line.
Confringo!
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio. Someone was an avid reader. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone. I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sam Bakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter, though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry. Oh. Glacier! Revelio. Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. That must have done something. Best have a look around. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Glacius! Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Protego! Levioso! Accio! Glacius! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Glacius! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Confringo! Glacius! Accio! Levioso! Confringo! Glacius! Accio! These look familiar. Accio. Confringo! Accio! More statues. Leviosa! Glacier! Confringo! Accio! Revelio! Arresto momentum. Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Arresto momentum. Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus! Protego! Not making... I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? Revelio! Accio! Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. Accio! Levioso. Confringo. Accio. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. I'll never get used to these floors. Confringo! Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum glacius. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego. Glacius. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Protego. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Arresto momentum. Accio. Accio. Arresto momentum. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Don't like the look of this. Glacius. Revelio. Confringo. Protego. Incendio. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Glacius. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Confringo! Placing. Cabalzo! Confringo!
What a relief.
Shit was so rigged against him. We should have died. We actually should have.
Another pensive.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. Revelio. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them. I should ask...
Spectacular news! The broom upgrade's ready. Stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Off on another adventure.
That's it. I'm making good progress with those tokens.
Clearly has no interest in his.
I doubt there's ever been a headmaster as hated as Black.
This Dedalian Keys challenge is coming along nicely.
How much longer do you think Black will be headmaster? I have family in America. Wonder if I could transfer to Ilvermorny and come back on his...
Another house token for the house chest.
Whoever decided to make Professor Black headmaster of Hogwarts must have been the victim of a flock of fools. Out of their mind.
Black lived as a couple of
Way. Grace, what was it you needed my help with?
I was hoping you could dive down and retrieve a treasured family astrolabe lost during a doomed stargazing cruise.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me. And for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again.
And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Luke and Brattleby.
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery yet?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkin for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkin for me.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Accio!
I know I heard something else.
Accio! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
You won't survive this way,
Accio!
I won't rest.
Glacius! Confringo!
I should have been dead. If only red.
Many of you are there. Accio! Stupid! Confringo! Stupid!
Was that just that?
Glacius! Accio! A miss! Glacius! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Glacius! Expelliarmus!
You won't stop me. Pity.
What was that?
Easily diverted.
Accio! Confringo!
Enemy up there.
Glacius!
I won't rest.
Accio!
Spells glance off of me.
Glacius! Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
This will not go well for you.
Much too slow.
Accio! Glacius! Confringo! Accio!
Not quite.
Expelliarmus!
You can't stop me.
Accio! Expelliarmus!
Glacius with me.
Expelliarmus! Accio!
Even though you're not even trying.
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
I shall have been dead.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Accio! Glacius! Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
What an unfortunate end for you.
Accio! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's carts. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn. Accio! Revelio! Depulso! Revelio! Glacius! Wingardium Leviosa! Confringo! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Wingardium Leviosa. Alan himself would be proud. Compulso!
My wares, I'm afraid.
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my wares.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Aloha Mora.
done! You're in! Remember, use a disillusionment charm.
Revelio.
So no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the carnival, after all.
Revelio. Protego. Revelio.
The fuck caught you sneaking about, didn't I?
Revelio. Glacius. Revelio.
If spying on the professors, are we? The fuck caught you sneaking about, didn't I? Repulsor! Accio!
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
Revelio.
That... What are you up to? Levioso!
Revelio. That's it. Hello, Hamora. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students...
Planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff?
Ravenclaw? I know when I see a winning bet. And Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
They're saying that Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion.
Aloha Mora.
I don't think that's what class is for.
Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll?
How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too. That's it. Let's be held point. Can't do that.
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
In Hogsmeade, they're saying that Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat or helm. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin. Professor Hecat's Purg. I don't think that...
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance?
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this.
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, thank you. The fewer of these statues I see, the better. You keep your eye out for others, and I'll teach you more about Alohomora.
Where should I look for more demiguise statues and moons?
All of my usual haunts, which incidentally have now become quite haunting. Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and believe it or not, in some of the surrounding hamlets. Oh, my tormentor is nothing if not thorough. Kept me from all my usual engagements for an eternity now.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
You are to be commended for your bravery and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Revelio. Yes, I told you. You're very clever.
Clever?
How offensive.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Talk about you take. Hello there. Nice to see you.
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes. If you wouldn't mind.
What were the horrible stories you were told about the Forbidden Forest?
Oh, goodness, everything from students being mysteriously beheaded to terrifying spider dens. Oh, trust me, you hear that at 11 years old. It sticks with you.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the Forbidden Forest. Good luck.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you. Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you?
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough. But between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.